Now, Meghan Markle has been accused of going full diva. Can you believe this? A jamfluencer going full diva. This was during her solo appearance at the 15% Pledge Gala, where Meghan Markle wore a custom gown by Charles Harbison amid reports of unreasonable demand.
Word on the streets of New York's fashion scene is that a single borrowed gown has ignited a professional firestorm, threatening to shake reputations built over decades. Charles Harbison, the creative force behind Harren Studio, had spent years cultivating a brand celebrated for daring, empowering designs that merge African diaspora aesthetics with modern sophistication. But on the night of the 15% Pledge Gala, everything he built risked unraveling. The event, intended to champion Black-owned businesses and attract top-tier celebrities and philanthropists under the gleam of grand chandeliers, became the stage for a public spectacle, one that did not unfold as anyone expected. At the center of the drama stood a gold strapless gown from Harren Studio, worn by Meghan Markle. Meant to radiate bold elegance, the dress instead became a lightning rod for controversy. Insiders describe Harbison watching in near disbelief as his creation was thrust under the unforgiving glare of cameras. The gown, unfinished, ill-fitted and altered beyond recognition, was no mere wardrobe hiccup. It was a calamity in plain sight. Sources insist this wasn't simply a styling mistake. It was an over-ambitious push for red carpet glamour that spectacularly misfired. Gossip among stylists evolved into a sharp professional grievance, the collision of a designer's integrity with a celebrity's relentless quest for attention and instant impact. Every detail, from the first sketch to the final hem, tells a story of clashing visions. Harbison's work, lauded for blending cultural heritage with forward-thinking design, was loaned with the expectation of mutual elevation. Yet the moment Meghan arrived, the gown's sagging bodice and uneven slit drew glances, not in admiration, but in quiet critique. The media magnetism that surrounds her transformed what could have been a triumphant showcase into a cautionary tale about rushed decisions and creative compromise.
But you haven't done anything for anybody else, so why should anyone want to give you anything worth having when you haven't done anything? This woman is delusional in her thinking.
The fallout was immediate. Harbison, seething and resolute, refused even a joint photo op. A stark signal to the industry that his brand's prestige was at stake. The chaos didn't emerge in isolation. It was the culmination of mounting tensions. Meghan's admiration for iconic Hollywood glamour collided with the practical realities of a gown still in prototype form. Attendees noticed a tangible shift in the room's atmosphere the moment the Duchess stepped in. Elegance promised, but execution faltered. Observers describe it as a matter of artistic betrayal. A borrowed gown, intended to shine, instead became an emblem of haste. Harbison's anger simmered visibly throughout the evening, contrasting sharply with his conspicuous absence from shared frames, signaling a silent but pointed battle of perceptions. Those familiar with the fittings reveal that Meghan was determined to channel Julia Roberts' signature charm, the daring low cuts and unapologetic femininity of Pretty Woman. But the dress, still in development, wasn't built for such audacious modifications. Harren Studio, known for inclusive sizing and culturally rich storytelling through fashion, typically ensures every piece flatters diverse body types. This shimmering gold gown with its structured bodice required precise proportions to hold its intended form.
And basically he revealed, well, she wasn't really invited. He sort of asked if she could come, and come she did. You might remember last week we were talking about that Zoolander moment where she was sort of trying to upstage everybody there. But I do think the media are sort of obviously making sure that that sort of rivalry continues, where Princess Catherine's getting some great publicity, and Meghan Markle continues with her megalomania.
Without the natural contours to support it, the fabric simply sagged. As insiders point out, this was never about body shaming. It was a clear assessment of fit versus fantasy. The hastily pinned hem and uneven rear slit screamed of rushed decision-making, overriding professional advice at every turn. Harbison's history shows a pattern of thoughtful evolution. His collections are deliberate statements prioritizing empowerment over exposure. Past collaborations with luminaries like Beyoncé and Solange thrived because shared visions aligned. This night, however, revealed a disconnect so palpable it reverberated through the industry. Meghan's insistence on immediate wear of an incomplete gown bypassed standard protocols, highlighting a power dynamic where celebrity urgency eclipsed artisanal integrity. Photographs circulated quickly, capturing every flaw magnified under harsh lights, the bodice shifting awkwardly with movement, wrinkles from improper steaming, and the fabric's inability to maintain its intended drama. Fashion analysts and forum chatter dissected every frame, noting how what should have been a bold statement of glamour devolved into visible disarray. Meghan's attempt to evoke Julia Roberts' charisma instead sparked scrutiny, setting the stage for Harbison's unwavering stance. In the shadowed corridors of the gala, Harbison's composure cracked under pressure. Among influencers and benefactors, he moved with practiced grace until proximity to Meghan made restraint impossible. Sources describe him as a man whose lifelong passion for craft transformed into quiet, simmering rage. Refusing to pose for photographs alongside the Duchess was far from pettiness. It was a deliberate shield, protecting the painstakingly built image of his brand. Harbison's reputation, earned through years of runway triumphs and celebrity endorsements, faced a sudden assault. The gown, loaned to support the mission of the 15% pledge, was meant to amplify Black excellence. Instead, critiques flooded in, ill-fitted, unflattering, a mess. Private communications post-event reveal Harbison's frustration over demands for deeper plunges and daring alterations that ignored the garment's structural realities. The dress, photographed under unforgiving flashbulbs, failed to translate his vision. Yet Meghan insisted, her celebrity urgency overriding craftsmanship. The narrative that emerged painted Harbison as the aggrieved artist, navigating the fallout while maintaining his integrity. The refusal to photograph together sent ripples across the fashion ecosystem, signaling silent but potent discord. Analysts combed event logs and noted Harbison's strategic mingling elsewhere, carefully avoiding any association that could tether his name to the unfolding controversy, a calculated move to safeguard years of artistry and reputation. The night became a lens into the fragile balance of trust in fashion, a vivid reminder that one misstep in a public arena can reverberate across careers. Harbison's ascent, from North Carolina roots to New York acclaim, was built on relentless hustle and an ethos of bold, body-positive designs that earned accolades from Vogue and Essence. Yet that evening, the intersection of celebrity power, public scrutiny, and creative vision created a storm, exposing vulnerabilities even the most seasoned designer could not fully anticipate. Even as analysts, insiders, and forum commentators continue to dissect the event, the enduring image of the gown, its intended drama undone by hastiness and misaligned ambition, remains a cautionary emblem. In a world where perception is everything, the incident showcased the high stakes of creative collaboration under the glare of celebrity and media scrutiny. Harbison's calculated distancing, his refusal to be photographed with Meghan, and the careful navigation of the gala's social ecosystem all speak to a designer committed to preserving the integrity of his vision amid chaos. In this intricate dance of artistry, fame, and expectation, the event underscored the delicate power dynamics that shape fashion, proving that even a single night, a single borrowed gown, can leave ripples that echo far beyond the chandelier-lit hallways where the drama first unfolded. Analysts combing through event logs note Harbison's strategic mingling elsewhere, avoiding any association that could link his name to the fallout. Tensions in the fashion world erupted once more as Meghan Markle's choice of gown at the 15% pledge gala ignited debates that stretched far beyond one evening, exposing the delicate balance between celebrity ambition and designer craftsmanship. This wasn't just another red carpet misstep. It reflected a broader struggle between high-profile stars who prioritize instant visual impact and designers who demand time, respect, and collaboration to protect the integrity of their work. Charles Harbison's silence in public only hinted at the storm brewing behind closed doors, a strategic choice to maintain dignity while the controversy spiraled online and offline. Zooming in on the gold strapless gown itself reveals a cascade of technical miscalculations that transformed what could have been a striking statement into an avoidable fashion fiasco. Experts armed with high-resolution images from the gala dissected the bodice, noting gaping at the sides that revealed undergarments at awkward angles, undermining the gown's ethereal intent. The gold fabric, meant to catch the light with an almost celestial glow, instead wrinkled profusely, suggesting travel mishaps, hasty handling, or insufficient final preparation. As one stylist anonymously quipped on forums, "It's like wearing a prototype to prom." The remark, humorous yet biting, underscored the gravity of what fashion insiders now viewed as a preventable misfire. The gown's rear slit, designed to provide subtle mobility, appeared haphazard, as if altered at the last minute without structural reinforcement. Online communities, especially Reddit threads like St. Meghan Markle, erupted with critiques. "The back slit is awful," one user wrote. "Looks unfinished." These weren't idle complaints. They mirrored the observations of professionals who recognized that uneven hems in bespoke couture constitute a cardinal sin. Meghan's slicked-back hairstyle, juxtaposed with the gown's modern meets vintage undertones, amplified the discord. Research into comparable high-profile borrowings shows that successful looks hinge on perfect tailoring, custom-fit adjustments, and alignment between the wearer's body and the garment's intended silhouette. By contrast, Julia Roberts' iconic gowns were meticulously fitted for her exact proportions, allowing her signature charm to shine effortlessly. Here, the insistence on bold revelation clashed with the dress's structural limitations, designed for subtle curves rather than stark exposure. A source close to the styling team admitted bluntly, "She has no breasts to fill it," emphasizing the mismatch between ambition and garment reality rather than malice. The dress's unfinished state meant that no final adjustments could be made, resulting in slippage and awkward folds captured in candid shots. In an era of body positivity, such a public failure risked diluting Harbison's ethos. His designs aim to empower, not inadvertently undermine. Public dissection on platforms like Royalty Tea labelled the appearance a mess, drawing comparisons to poorly fitted historical gowns, framing the event as a cautionary miscalculation in Meghan's ongoing fashion narrative. High-resolution images from the 2026 gala flooded social media within hours of Meghan's arrival, igniting a ferocious digital storm that transformed what could have been a subdued philanthropic evening into a viral spectacle of scrutiny. Reddit communities quickly became battlegrounds, with users dissecting every pixel with forensic precision. One thread garnered hundreds of upvotes, scrutinizing the bodice, the black-piped sweetheart neckline, and the gown's awkward motion. Commentary ranged from critical analysis to humor, with memes pitting Meghan against fictional slouches or characters from The Big Lebowski, creating ironic "who wore it better" scenarios that racked up thousands of shares. Hashtags like #MeghanFashionFail surged globally, fueled by comparative visuals showing her gown versus classic Julia Roberts looks, and highlighting the gown's structural issues under flash photography. Even supportive spaces, including Netflix fan forums and Harry and Meghan subreddits, offered only muted praise. While some acknowledged the Duchess's natural beauty and poise, the consensus emphasized the gown's technical flaws: an ill-fitted bodice, uneven hems, and a silhouette that didn't translate under the intense scrutiny of public and digital lenses. Insiders noted the voluminous black velvet shawl, intended for dramatic flair, sometimes overwhelmed the overall look, further highlighting the tension between intent and execution. Across online discourse, public sentiment evolved from initial surprise to sustained mockery, with posts framing the appearance as theatrical overreach, an ironic performance that clashed with the evening's philanthropic objectives. This digital tribunal, fueled by paparazzi shots, event footage, insider leaks, and forum chatter, validated Harbison's private grievances. Overnight, his reputation felt the impact of what some commentators described as a terrible appearance, transforming the gala's positive mission into a narrative of high-profile misfire. Public opinion coalesced around a single verdict: ambition outstripped execution. A borrowed or custom-loaned gown intended to amplify Black excellence instead became a reputational flashpoint with ramifications lasting well beyond the mint green carpet. In the days following February 7th, 2026, Harbison's studio navigated the subtle yet palpable aftershocks. Mainstream outlets, including Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Page Six, praised the gown's old Hollywood glamour, but industry whispers told a more nuanced story. Client inquiries and bookings reportedly dipped as potential patrons hesitated, evaluating fit, finish, and the risks of public perception. Social media metrics plateaued as engagement shifted from celebration to critique. For a designer whose legacy is built on empowering, inclusive storytelling rooted in African diaspora aesthetics, the gala represented a stark test of resilience. Previously, collaborations with stars like Beyoncé and Solange had elevated Harbison's profile seamlessly. This high-visibility moment, however, exposed vulnerability. A single poorly executed public appearance, magnified by digital commentary, can ripple through social and professional networks. Pre-event Instagram posts reflected pride. One of the ones I'm most proud of. Post-event silence spoke volumes. A deliberate strategy to let the work speak amid mixed reception. Historical parallels suggest recovery is possible. Even legends like Oscar de la Renta faced post-red carpet scrutiny. Harbison pivoted by emphasizing successful client wear and highlighting tribute elements in the gown inspired by trailblazers like Zelda Wynne. But digital records, including Google searches, revealed that Meghan's dress spiked in attention, often linking to critical threads rather than glowing reviews. This episode underscored the precariousness of Black designers navigating celebrity ecosystems, where one loaned or custom piece can overshadow decades of craftsmanship. Professional networks reacted cautiously. Collaborators hesitated on new projects, mindful of potential reputational risk. Harbison's public restraint preserved his mystique while fueling speculation behind the scenes. The incident became a cautionary tale. Loans and celebrity appearances demand rigorous protocols, from final fittings to media preparation. Although the gala celebrated Tina Knowles and supported the pledge's mission, the personal cost to Harbison highlighted the tension between celebrity urgency and artisanal precision. Yet, despite the turbulence, the studio's resilience shone through. By returning focus to core ethos, emphasizing empowering, culturally rich designs, Harbison reminded the industry that reputation hangs by a thread in the spotlight's glare, and that even in moments of high-profile scrutiny, integrity and artistry must guide the work. Over the years, Meghan Markle's public wardrobe choices have repeatedly revealed a clash between ambition and execution, with moments of critique tracing a long, sometimes unforgiving trajectory. From early royal outings where wrinkled ensembles drew quiet murmurs to the mismatched outfits at high-profile events like the Invictus Games or appearances in Nigeria, observers have noted a consistent thread: haste, often triumphing over precision. Reddit compilations and online archives meticulously document these instances, comparing one polished icon to another, dissecting trends and tracing the evolution of recurring wardrobe tensions. Sources note her repeated use of slicked-back hair contrasted with casual cascading locks in different settings, suggesting selective effort and an ongoing balancing act between image and practicality. Loaned pieces have frequently introduced complications. When garments arrive unadjusted, designers are constrained by the requirement to retrieve the item intact, limiting alterations and leaving the final presentation vulnerable. Gala photos revealed a strapless design shifting awkwardly, raising eyebrows compared to the meticulously tailored ensembles endorsed by seasoned icons such as Piers. Historical analysis highlights the contrast. Julia Roberts' low-cut gowns, for example, succeeded because of meticulous, precise fit, enhancing charisma without compromise. Meghan's repeated push for red carpet drama, by contrast, often yields mixed reactions. Reddit threads and fashion forums dissect these moments, side by side with classics, building dossiers that capture the nuance of public perception versus design intent. The February 2026 15% Pledge Gala crystallized this pattern. The gown itself, a custom oyster hue adorned with black piping and a voluminous shawl intended to evoke old Hollywood glamour, was subject to intense online scrutiny. Forums amplified minor flaws into magnified narratives, a slightly shifting bodice, hems judged uneven, and drape disrupted under flash photography. Memes circulated widely, satirically comparing Meghan to cinematic characters or casual internet figures, reinforcing the social media echo chamber where perception can quickly outweigh intent. Critiques dissected every pixel: the bodice, the shawl, the way the gown moved in motion, all framed within a broader narrative of ambition exceeding execution. While mainstream outlets such as Vogue and Harper's Bazaar celebrated the boldness and old Hollywood references of the custom gown, online undercurrents and industry whispers persisted. Public opinion, forged in the relentless digital crucible, often judged harsher than editorial acclaim, casting this solo outing, a rare moment without Prince Harry, as both a philanthropic gesture and a red carpet experiment. Meghan's team's relative silence in the face of critiques suggested strategic retreat, yet commentary continued to ripple through forums, fashion networks, and social platforms, forming a complex digital dossier of praise and skepticism. The implications extended beyond the night itself. Designers now insist on stricter agreements, on-site fittings, precise media approvals, and final adjustments before public appearances. The gala's noble intentions, honouring Tina Knowles and advancing black business equity, risked being overshadowed by wardrobe dissection, highlighting the delicate interplay of intent and outcome in celebrity fashion ecosystems. Harbison's pride in the gown clashed with critiques, illustrating the ongoing tension between celebrity vision and artisanal input. Online chatter and insider commentary framed the incident as a cautionary tale, demonstrating how one borrowed garment could ripple through professional networks, affect potential collaborations, and even influence future protocols in designer-client relationships. In private conversations, industry insiders emphasized that lessons from this night could guide future approaches. With humility and collaboration, the challenges of high-visibility fashion moments are surmountable, allowing both designers and celebrities to shine while maintaining respect for craft. Yet the reality of fame's unrelenting glare remains. A single garment's thread can fray legacies painstakingly built over decades, forcing reckonings that extend far beyond the red carpet or gala lights. In this case, the gala, intended to symbolize unity and philanthropy, instead illuminated fashion's unforgiving fault lines, where perception often outpaces intent, and the smallest miscalculation becomes amplified into a public narrative with lasting impact. This high-profile lesson, framed within the broader arc of Meghan Markle's wardrobe history, underscores an enduring truth in celebrity fashion. Even the most deliberate, meticulously prepared appearances are vulnerable under scrutiny, and the intersection of ambition, haste, and public perception can transform potential triumphs into cautionary chapters in an evolving narrative of fame, style, and influence. If you want to keep following this story and see what happens next in the worlds of fashion, celebrity, and high-profile events, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.